Iran state media says a man arrested for participating in recent anti-government protests has been executed. He was accused of blocking a street in Iran and injuring a member of the security forces with a knife. This is believed to be the first execution carried out related to the recent demonstrations, which erupted following the death of 22-year-old Mahsa Amini in police custody. Let's turn now to Rebecca Collard, who's covering this story for us. So what more do we know right now?
Yeah, Arti, as you said, the source on this execution is actually Iranian state media. They said that Mohsen Shakari was executed today, and he had been convicted last month of, as you said, blocking a road in Tehran during the protest. And also he was accused of attacking a member of a paramilitary force that the Iranian government has brought in to help quell these protests. They said that he attacked this member of a paramilitary force with a knife and injured him. Now, the Iranian government also today published a video of what they said was Shakari's confession to these crimes. Now, what we're hearing from human rights groups is that they believe that this confession was made under duress, was made under torture, was a forced confession. But the Iranian government, of course, is saying that they convicted him of these crimes, and I think there is concern, especially because this seems to be an escalation. I think this is the first time we believe since these protests started 2.5 months ago, as you said, that they have actually executed somebody for their involvement in the protest.
So, Rebecca, are there more concerns? We assume there are. Many more people could be executed. What's the latest on that?
Yeah, so we do know that that several other protesters have also been convicted to death for their involvement in the protest. Now, that includes a doctor who is currently in hospital. It also includes a quite well-known rapper. And what I would say, Arthi, is that it seems that, especially when we think about this rapper who is well-known, that what the Iranian government is trying to do right now is to scare protesters off the street by showing that they are willing to crack down even harder than they have already cracked down. Now, it's difficult to know, and we'll see in the next few days what kind of impact this execution and these other death sentences have. But I would say, judging on what we've seen in the last few days, that Iranian protesters are very unlikely to back down because of this execution and these threat of these other executions. People have been in the street chanting against the government over the last few days. And the last thing that I'll say, Arthi, about why I think this is so concerning for a lot of activists and human rights groups is that some organizations put the number of protesters arrested in the last 2.5 months at as high as 18,000. So as many as 18,000 protesters who have been arrested because of their involvement in the protests. And I think that the concern now is that many more could face the same fate, Arthi.
Thanks for this, Rebecca. Rebecca Collard reporting for us in Berlin.